Yeah, is that some pretty good stuff? Good. What you got, Tosh? Oh yeah, is that moldy broccoli? Yes, it is. Howdy folks, coming at you live. We in it to win it, no matter how you spin it. So I was gonna take y'all on a little tour of the chicken coop. We built this thing off some mental blueprints that we drew up in a dream. Now really the only thing I wanted was the truck tags on the door, but we built this thing out of probably about $200 in material, and that was mainly for the treated posts, the actual supports of the building. And my buddy gave me these Z-girt. I've incorporated them. The plywood we got right before wood went up sky high. I do construction work, and there's a lot piled up around job sites, pretty much trash they were gonna haul off. And I went and gathered up some. Muffins is treading on thin ice. I've done got onto her like 3 times for getting in the chicken coop, man. But here's the deal. The dogs follow the chickens around and clean up after them. So I'm thinking about getting rid of these dogs, because being real, the chickens are worth more than they are. These two were free. But yeah, this is our first year having chickens, so we didn't really know exactly what to do in terms of space and preparation for getting them to lay and all that good stuff. So, you know, all of us probably had chickens when we were little, but I hadn't messed with them in a long time. So I just looked at stuff on YouTube and researched it. But pretty much for 4 or 5 chickens is pretty spacious. But what I've learned is you want to, if you build a laying box like we did, if you build one, maybe make it where they can't roost up on top, because they'll poop on it, and that don't really hurt anything. You can open the hatch and you know, just shovel it out or scoop it out right here. And but we wanted to make them a little roost today, so I had the saw out and cut a little branch, so maybe they'll utilize that. That's kind of our water situation. But the main thing is you want to make sure you put some good hardware cloth all around it, because mice and rats will get in any small hole. If I had one thing to say, that would be it. Like, make sure you get every little place they can get into. Make it where it's impossible for them to get in, because they will. We buried this stuff all around it, and it was pretty costly. When I say this thing cost $200, it was probably more like $300, because that roll of hardware cloth was like $90, you know. So, but you want to bury that under the ground 6 or 8 inches and turn it out, and that means nothing can dig under it, you know. But that's our setup. Like I said, it was pretty easy to build. It took me a lot of, evenings and days on the weekend to build. But there ain't nothing better than getting home grown eggs and stuff. And I got to finish out that face. But all this metal come off a job from some that they had missed the color, or I forgot what it was, but I got a good deal on them. And then this was some coping that I flattened out, made a little trim. And like I said, these are some tags I found over in town piled up at a dumpster, so I figured it'd look kind of rad. But that's our 4 babes right there. 3 silver lace, and that's one I forgot what it's called. Red in the head, dead head. But you always want to put at least 2 locks on your doors in case you forget both of them. Maybe you didn't forget but one, so the other one will work. But I learned that off channel on YouTube. They said put at least 2 locks on everything, and that's what we tried to accomplish with these 2 latches. And so far we've had good luck. There was a giant rat in here a few months ago. I tried getting in there with I couldn't find the machete, so I got in there with a crowbar, tried to nail it, it bounced off the ceiling. The rat run between my legs, run right past the dogs, and it got in there the next night. So I realized there was a place above the door. There's a little crack up here, and that thing was getting up here, crawling across, and getting in a little slit right there, man. That big old ass rat. So I put that little piece of trim right there. So far so good. But that's our chicken coop setup. Like I said, we're no pros. It's kind of a fly-by-night deal. But if you really put in the time, they'll be protected. There'll be some good birds that'll lay real good for you. But if anybody has any suggestions on how to get them to maybe lay more or lay it all in the winter, just drop that in the comments below. Because like I said, ours have kind of slowed down during this real low sunlight days. And I was just wondering if there's anything you could do to spruce them up. They're used to laying about probably 3 or 4 eggs every day, so they're really good chickens. And